You know, sometimes a lifetime of work, 4 different Olympic Games, a performance that has the entire world holding its breath, it all comes down to a single number. A number so small, it's almost cruel.
1.43. That's it. That's the number. It's this razor-thin margin where every single perfectly executed turn, every point of connection, every single judge's mark, it all adds up. It's the gap that separated a lifelong dream from a completely different, bittersweet reality for American ice dancers Madison Chock and Evan Bates. It's the tiny, tiny distance between gold and silver.
And there it is, the final result in Milan. Their longtime rivals, Fournier, Beaudry, and Cizeron of France, they took the gold, with the Americans just behind. And as those numbers flashed up on the screen, a dream that had spanned decades was just over in an instant. But to really get the weight of this moment, we have to go back.
Because see, Chock and Bates didn't just show up hoping to win. No, they arrived in Italy carrying this immense weight of expectation on their shoulders.
I mean, just think about that pressure for a second. They weren't just contenders, you know? They were the dominant force in the sport. The 3-time reigning world champions. Pretty much everyone, from the fans to the experts, expected them to walk away with that coveted gold medal.
And their journey to get here has been absolutely incredible. We're talking 4 Olympic Games together. That alone is just a testament to their longevity and their partnership. They'd already led Team USA to a gold medal. They'd conquered the World Championships not once, not twice, but 3 times. There was really only one prize left, that one final goal that had always remained just out of reach, an individual Olympic gold. And so, they took the ice for their final free dance, totally ready to deliver a masterpiece that would finally secure their legacy. Their program was this amazing story of power, of passion, and control. And in this story, Madison Chock was the Matador. She was commanding, fierce, absolutely captivating.
And Evan Bates? He was the bull. Powerful, dynamic, matching her intensity with every single movement. It was just a stunning piece of athletic storytelling. And their music choice was so audacious. A flamenco version of Paint It Black. But oh, it worked. The crowd was completely mesmerized. Their choreography was perfectly synchronized. The elements were so powerful and dynamic. It really was the performance of a lifetime. And the score, it reflected it. 134.67, a season best score for their free dance, and that vaulted them into first place. So for a moment, just for a moment, as they sat there holding hands, watching their final competitors, their biggest rivals, that dream felt so real. But in a sport decided by fractions of a point, even a personal best leaves the door open. Just a crack.
But then came the final scores. And in that one moment, all that elation turned into the quiet, complex, and really difficult emotion of a bittersweet silver.
It was just a heartbreaking picture. As the French team's score was announced, Chock was seen crying, being embraced by her peers right there at the rink's barrier in a group hug. A very public moment of private disappointment, shared with the only other people who could truly understand the sacrifice.
And you know, through the tears, Madison Chock just captured that conflict perfectly. She said, "It's definitely a little bittersweet because we are so happy with how we performed this week. Sometimes that's just how it shakes out. You could just feel it. The pride in their performance was just as real as the sting of the result."
And that pride is really what they focused on. They knew they gave it their all. Chock was so clear. She wouldn't change a single thing about how they delivered. They recognized they've had this incredible, well-supported career. This was always about more than just one skate, more than one medal.
Which, of course, leads to the question for any athlete at the very peak of their career after a moment like this: what comes next?
When a reporter asked if they would even consider another Olympic run, Evan Bates' response was quick, it was simple, and it was so telling. Not at the moment. The emotional toll was just right there, you know? The future was just too difficult to even think about right then and there.
And it really makes you think, doesn't it? For athletes like Chock and Bates, who have given so much for so long, how should we measure a legacy? Is it defined by that final razor-thin margin of 1.43 points? Or is it defined by the entire brilliant 4-time Olympian journey it took to even get there?